I don't know. It's just really catchy, fun, light, refreshing. They did a really good job.
Yeah. Howdy, Meowers.
Howdy do da day, Meowers. I don't know why I've adopted this sort of tradition of also howdying. But it's my way of trying to make it less awkward at the beginning, but I continue to make it awkward anyway.
Okay. Well, I'm Naomiee. Naomiee.
Nao. Wait. I'm saying what?
Naomiee.
Ah, okay. Thought there was something a little different there about the way you were spelling that. Okay. Naomiee.
Yep.
Nice to have you here with us today, Naomiee. And what are we talking about today?
We're talking about, well, thank you, first of all. We're talking about July 2023, that is, because that's the year that we're in. So, K-pop comebacks. Once again, K-pop comebacks. We're covering July K-pop comebacks.
Okay.
In this episode.
Yes. In July. Well, actually, you guys are listening to this in August, interestingly enough, because if we recorded it in July and then there were more comebacks, that would have been quite weird, right?
Yeah.
We never do that. So anyway, we're going to be covering many different groups today and many different songs and albums. What we will not be covering is groups that we are not interested in covering any longer on this podcast or never have been interested in covering. So don't expect to hear every single July comeback, but the ones that we're interested in, you can listen to today.
Right, so we're going to start with EXO.
Oh, okay.
EXO.
Running it back. I remember when we used to call them EXO.
Did we really?
Yeah, like BTS, EXO.
Uh.
And because they say it.
Yeah,
That's how they say it in their song.
Okay, so that's right. You heard it. You heard it correctly, Meowers. EXO had a comeback in the year of 2023. Now, unfortunately, Kai was not able to take part in the actual promotions, but you know, they were still there as EXO, actually literally having a comeback. So they had 3 music videos and a full album.
Music videos?
Yes, 3 music videos.
This?
The other 2 actually, well, at least one of them, I think both the other 2 though, came out before the title though. Like,
okay.
But so we're gonna start by, like, we're not gonna get into the album. But they did release a full album and I'll say a couple things about it. But let's start with Cream Soda, okay? The title track.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, I see what you did there. Well, so I'm going to start by saying it's not a bad sounding song per se, but like every time they say cream soda, I just can't. Okay, I can't with this song. The concept is not for me. But like if you take out that part, then it's like the chorus kind of sounds good, and like I like Sehun's part. But like it's like it sounds like an EXO song. So that's good. It has the EXO vibe for sure. But I just think that I don't really like the concept.
What I thought was a bit surprising at first was that, yes, it is seemingly back to like the traditional EXO vibe that you would have expected. They were veering away a little bit, like with Obsession. I kind of thought, oh, they're trying to do something new. They're trying to do something like that the young kids will do. It almost gave a little bit of Shiny vibes though, which would not be the young kids. But this is classic EXO, at least coming from someone that doesn't, know a lot about EXO. Seems classic to me, which would explain why I don't particularly care for it, because I'm not really, haven't found many EXO songs that I really like. But also, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Everyone should know at this point, and if you don't, there's a particular tones, particular frequency of notes, if you will, that are just not for me. It's like a dog hearing a dog whistle or something.
Mm.
It's just, it hits my ears the wrong way, you know? A cream soda has that. Every time that they say cream soda and whatever the line is before that, it's all in that exact range that I'm just not going to like. So try and take that, like EXO Ls out there that are listening, try and not take my opinion on this song as like, oh my god, she hates EXO, she's being so mean, and take it more as like, okay, I understand, like it would make sense that she wouldn't like that if it's sung in that frequency, and that frequency is a frequency that she does not like, right? It has nothing to do with personal their performance ability, their singing ability, the song. It's simply the note, it's simply the range that they're singing in for the song is not for me. And also I didn't like the styling.
Okay. I do want to say, like, cream soda, I laugh, you know, I laugh at the line, but it kind of is like in the love shot bracket of EXO songs, and that song, like, I laughed at first, like the first time, but then like, yeah, like right after that I was like, you know what, this is like a funny concept and a funny title, but this song is actually really good. So I don't know if I'm at that level with cream soda, but like I don't generally think that it's a bad sounding EXO song. Like it just sounds like an EXO song. But it's got the same kind of love shot vibe.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't remember Love Shot, but yeah, that would be, please ignore the dog in the background if you can hear it. So sorry. I completely forgot about Love Shot. This, yeah, I see the connection, but yeah, Love Shot, I would always sort of like make fun of the tone of it's the love shot part, the way that it's sung when it's sung like that one time, or is it always sung that way? Is it just like the one time, like Chen sings it or something? Or do they do that every time they sing it? I can't remember.
I think it's like mostly every time.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so I would like kind of make fun of it because of the tone that it was. But like with this one, it's like it's not even a level that I can just like
maybe
have fun with the tone. I can't even like have fun with the tone. It's just like I just don't like it. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, did you hear any of their other songs?
No, ma'am. No, Naomiee.
Okay, if you don't mind, I'll just talk about the other two that had a music video real quick. Hear Me Out was a video that they released before. Like I'm pretty sure, like I said, both music videos were released before Cream Soda, but maybe Let Me In was released after, and I just don't remember. But so Hear Me Out, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, that's the name of the song.
I know, it's funny. Hear Me Out, Let Me In. I like what they did there.
I thought that this video and like song was pretty boring at first. Like I feel like, to me, this would have made so much more sense if it was released after the album. But honestly, listening to the album and having the flow of the song in the album, it's so much better. Like, I don't have a problem with this, but like it was just, maybe because I'm not like an EXO L, I wasn't able to be like, I thought it was their title track at first, okay? And so I was like, this is their title track? Like, but like as far as a title track goes, Cream Soda is like better than Hear Me Out if that was really going to be their title track. But so I don't have a problem with this song. It gets better if you actually listen to it in the album. And then Let Me In, that music video is probably my favorite out of the three. It's kind of like fall vibes, like, but I like it. It has like a photographer or like blogger cafe aesthetic, and it like reminds me of a clothing commercial sort of for like, you know, like like there's a lot of nature and outdoor scenes.
Right.
So it gives that vibe. And yeah, so I actually quite like that video. Yeah. The other songs are actually pretty good too. Like, I just think this EXO comeback, were you expecting an EXO comeback like this? Like, I thought if EXO had a comeback, it would be, like, not this level.
I don't really know what I thought. I don't know if I thought anything. But I would like to just bring it back 1 second, because I did just say it so quickly and maybe people are going to get the wrong idea, because I don't actually remember that well. I said I didn't like the styling, but what I really meant was I remember how offended I was by Xiumin's hair pieces, scraggly hair pieces coming out the back. You know, that vibe.
I don't remember.
You don't remember? You must have blocked it out. I never like when they give guys the like hair mullet piece and it's like extra long and piecey and very much looks like an extra piece of hair, you know, like not part of their hair. And so I kind of equated everything to just that. And when I said I didn't like the styling, but maybe otherwise the styling was kind of not too crazy. Like maybe it was kind of just normal-ish and it wasn't that offensive. I forgot.
Well, to kind of wrap up EXO and say overall, like, I think that they, like, the fact that they actually had a comeback and it's like, you know, they're doing it all. They're doing the, you know, the trends with, like, the shorts and stuff with other idols. They're actually going on music shows. They're kind of, like, you know, doing what they used to. So I like that. And I want to say that I really like the logo. Like, well, it kind of changed at the end of each music video, but like the main logo for this comeback is like the firework logo. So I really like that.
EXO has stuck hard to their concept of logos the whole time, haven't they?
Yeah.
With the making something look like EXO. Like, it's always that, right?
Yeah. Like, overall, I think I'm more EXO Power vibe. That's always been one of my favorite EXO songs. So this, like, era isn't that. But I don't think that they lost their EXO brand to what's trendy. Like, overall, I really like the sound of the album because it still sounds like EXO. And it's, like, it feels familiar and classic, like, classic EXO. So, I think, you know, they're still being EXO. And it's overall, it's not bad. So those are my thoughts.
Something that EXO-Ls will probably have really enjoyed, so.
Yeah. Well, next we're going to be talking about IVE. They released a single, I Want, which is actually like a Pepsi advertisement song.
Now, I know what you're thinking. You guys are really going to talk about a Pepsi advertisement song right now? It's not even like a real song from them, you know? This song had no business being this good, okay? It's ridiculous. What did you think, Naomiee?
I thought that's how you make an advertisement right there, okay? If anything is going to, you know, make me want to consume ad content, it is the IVE I Want song / video, I guess.
I wonder how people that like Pepsi feel watching this ad, because I do not like Pepsi, so I don't feel as if I want to get a Pepsi when I watch this. But I wonder, like, people that already like Pepsi, if they watch this and they're like, oh man, yeah, could really go for a Pepsi right now.
I feel like it's so Pepsi commercial vibe, like, you know, the Britney Spears one. Like, I don't know how Pepsi manages to do that, but it does seem to fit the brand, I guess. But yeah, it's such a bop. Like, the music video is very branded, but it's still not like bad.
I don't have a problem with it at all. Like,
yeah.
they can shove Pepsi in my face as much as they want when it sounds that good. Like,
yeah, it's such a bop. It's such a vibe. So obviously it's just like a single, and we don't have that much to say or go off of because they don't perform it or anything. But they should, because it's like it's really good.
I really like the styling too, like their outfits that they had. I mean, the Pepsi outfits obviously were a little bit like lackluster with the Pepsi t-shirts, but the other outfits, both the other sets of outfits that they did, I really liked. And I was going through all of the things we were going to be talking about today, and like listening to a whole bunch of different songs and re-listening to a whole bunch like over and over again. And I knew that I liked this song already, and I went back to it today, and it started, and I was just like, oh my god, yeah, how is this that good? I don't know, it's just really catchy, fun, light, refreshing, probably everything that they want you to think Pepsi is. So yeah. They did a really good job.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's talk about the TWICE first subunit debut of MISAMO, which is Minasana Momo.
I still stand by that they should have called themselves Mimosa.
No. So, if you're not familiar, that is the Japanese member line of TWICE. They were like, they're very known for that because I think they were like the first Japanese line in a K-pop group. So it's not like I'm not just saying that randomly, like that's the whole point of it, really. So they released an EP and they had 2 music videos. Did you happen to watch the Marshmallow music video?
If they called themselves Mimosa, then they would have been referencing that subunit in Alcohol Free. I'm just saying. But yes, I did watch it one time.
Okay, what did you think about it?
Well, I didn't like it. I thought it was weird. I didn't understand it. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't read the captions of the lyrics. So I don't, maybe I would have known a little more that way. But from what I could gather, someone was being stalked at their job at the mall. Someone else was a celebrity that was being protected at the mall. And someone else was like a janitor that worked at the mall and was cleaning up after the stalking. Like, I don't know, like it was so all over the place in my mind. Like I don't know why I had such a difficult time following it. Maybe I was too tired when I watched it. I don't know. But I think I would like Do Not Touch better than I liked Marshmallow.
Okay, well, I really liked the Marshmallow music video and I really like the song. It's not the title track. Well, it's all of their EP is Japanese and they're not really like promoting it like a K-pop style comeback. So I don't really know whether I should call it the title track or not. But Do Not Touch is the title track. Marshmallow was just a video that they released first. But I really liked it, even though it doesn't really have super strong vibes. Like, it's kind of a calm song and there's not much going on. But like, I think the aesthetic of it is like cute and like marshmallow sort of, even though it's not candy vibes or something, but it's still soft in a way, kind of. I don't know, I liked it.
The only thing I remember is trying to understand the storyline, and I didn't. So and I remember them unwrapping those individually wrapped marshmallows and thinking that's kind of weird looking. And that's like, I would have expected something different from a song called Marshmallow, personally. So
yeah, like I would have too. Like, it's not really like everything I just said it was. It's like kind of not at the same time, but like I get it. Like it is, but it's not. I don't know how to explain this one.
If it translates to you, then like their goal was accomplished. Like, and I just don't get it. But like whatever it was supposed to do, it did for some people. So I mean,
I think that the goal was definitely accomplished with Do Not Touch. Everything. Like, they really did a good job tying the concept in. Like, the EP is called Masterpiece, okay? And the music video is like referencing all these famous artworks and stuff, and the lyrics are like do not touch, like, so they're kind of going with the whole, like, they made it all work. Everything fits together. So I really appreciate that. It's not random.
Yeah, honestly, it might seem weird to say, but you'd be surprised the number of times you watch something and you're like, why did they do this?
Yeah.
This is just random, is it not? So this one, like, yeah, it made more sense to me overall, so I like that more about it. People are gonna be upset with me again, but just in general, these three girls, especially from Twice, sing usually in a vocal tone that I don't really like very much. So, like, I didn't have the expectation that going into this that I would like the sound of the song. And I don't particularly, but it's also not as bad as I thought it would have been. I thought I would have really been like, oh God, I can't listen to this. But, I mean, they still sound... Oh, that's one thing I thought about Marshmello. I think I really liked their vocal tones a lot more in Marshmello than I've ever heard those girls singing before. And maybe they have sung that way before, but I don't notice it because I only notice when they sing the other way because it's so different. But yeah, they seem like they were having lower tones in Marshmello, and I thought, wow, I've never heard these girls sing like this before, and I don't mind it at all. But then I feel like the more the way that you're more used to hearing them sing is the way they sing in Do Not Touch, which I just don't really like very much. But yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, and the video itself I think was very visually stunning. Like, I think they did a good job of making it look like art, and it didn't look too boring. Sometimes I feel like if it's supposed to just look like art, it can be a little static. I don't think it looked that way, and I really, really liked the shot where they're all like laying with all of the colors of tulle everywhere. It's so pretty.
I really like it overall. I really like the EP too. I wasn't actually like I'm not a once. I don't closely follow Twice, but I do listen to their music when it comes out, and like I check out the songs on the album, but I'm not in it, so I don't really know the members or their personality or anything like that very well, but I was kind of like anticipating this subunit, so I like that they actually got to have a release. And if I were to recommend a song from the EP, I really recommend Funny Valentine. I really like that one.
Oh, how many songs are there?
There's 7 songs.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's more than I thought there would have been. Do you know off the top of your head if there are any other ones that are lower register? Lower tones?
I can't think of it.
Ah, okay.
Okay, well, do you want to move on?
Yep.
Okay. So now NCT Dream. Okay. Dreams ends. It's our time.
Okay, it's your time. Then go ahead.
Okay. So they had their third full album with the title track ISTJ, and the album is called ISTJ. And we talked about the pre-release Broken Melodies a little bit in like episode 15, our mid-year review. I like briefly mentioned that song and like how much I liked it, but I don't think that I ever really got into it in like an episode, right? Like, I can't remember.
It all blurs together, honestly. I couldn't remember either how much I had said about it.
Like, I don't want to get into the songs a whole lot, because I will say now that I probably am probably going to do a track by track for this album. I don't really know when, but I would like to do one. But I want to talk about like the music videos. So if I already said something about the Broken Melodies music video, I'm sorry. But let's start with that because it was the pre-release and they actually did a couple performances of that on music shows. So why don't you start and share your thoughts on that?
I swear to you guys, I have lots of positive things to say about things as well, okay? Don't look at me and think, oh, she only hates things and she only says the negative, okay? I just have a much less accepting palette for music. Is that an accurate way to describe that?
I guess.
I didn't really care for Broken Melodies that much. It just sounded a little bit like a One Direction song to me. And some of the vocal tones I didn't really like. And I didn't really like the concept of the music video, like the LA vibes. But honestly, like nothing that I was like, oh God, I hate this. Like it was just kind of like not my style.
Okay. Well, I kind of already knew that. But okay, I love Broken Melodies, okay? I know what you're saying about the LA vibes in the music video, and I don't care for that either, but I like, the grandness. That's sort of a different approach for NCT Dream. I mean, like, Hello Future was grand, and so, that actually kind of connects because they're very similar, so I was glad to see them doing something that style because it was very different. And I also like the style and the sound of the whole thing was kind of a different move for NCT Dream, so that was surprising, and it's something that's really my style. And I really love the performance video that they did for that song where they're out in the field. Like the styling for that was just really good. I think that the stage performances were really good as well. So I want to say that I wish they would have performed it like with ISTJ as well. Like I like how they did it as a pre-release so it got its moment, but I wish they would have kept it going because there were not very many stages of it.
It ended too soon. I see.
Yeah. I just, the last thing I guess about Broken Melodies, like for now, is that the music video, like I do think it connects to the, like at least the Hello Future video, but I think like in itself they did a good job connecting like the verses together, and like I just think that the music video was done well.
Okay.
Yeah. So now the title track ISTJ, what did you think about that song?
I actually really like this one. I really like the high energy of it. I really like the chorus and like the dance move that goes along with it at the chorus. Like I like the energy that you get from that part. And then the part where it's like and it's like it like kind of stops for a minute. It always almost like throws me off a little bit, and I think, oh, they're ruining it. I don't like it now. But then it's okay once Renjun starts singing. Like I think it's like I don't really know if I want to say I like that part or I don't like that part, because I kind of feel like it ruins the vibes a little bit. But then I think, but the vibes are okay of this part too. Okay. But like it always gets me a little bit out of it throughout that slower portion. But overall, I like the song, and I think it's nice and boppy.
Okay. My turn?
Yeah, what did you think, Naomiee?
Well, I, of course, really enjoy ISTJ. I think that it was definitely a song that was not the direction that I expected after Broken Melodies, but as far as the NCT Dream and overall NCT brand is concerned, it's definitely something I'm not surprised by. well, like, I was surprised how much I actually do enjoy it once I realized that it was going to have that vibe. Like, I usually enjoy NCT Dream's version of that concept, so that's not surprising. But like, I don't really know. I didn't know whether it was going to get too, like, you know, a style that I don't like. I didn't
NCT, not enough Dream.
I don't know. Like, because Sticker is good, and it kind of reminds me of Sticker.
Sticker
by
is an NCT Dream
No,
song?
by 127. So, like, I don't want to say, like,
okay.
too much of that, because I like some of those vibes, but I didn't want it to get too much.
Right.
And I think it is doing a lot, but in a good way. Like, it's very out there, but it's giving what it needs to give. The vibes are there. It's a bop. I don't really think it's a summer song. So, like, it's kind of weird because NCT Dream usually releases, like, they keep having their comebacks in the summer, and they usually release a song that has some sort of summer vibe, but this one is kind of on the darker side. But they have, like, the carnival vibe, so it's kind of summer. Sort of.
Oh, that's what that is. I was like, why does this have like such like a fun house themed look to it at one part? It's carnival, fun house. Right. Okay, I see.
Yeah, so it's like, it's a little different. It was like glitzier? Like, is that the word for it? Like, it was like more, it was bolder and more like the outfits were more sparkly and stuff than I expected. So it was kind of like glitch mode styling, which I really liked, with all the glitter and stuff like that.
A lot of detail, like there's a lot going on with the styling. It's not, it's not
less like street clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought that aspect about it was good too. And as far as the actual song, I like it. It's really catchy, and the dance moves, I want to point out, although I don't care for Jisung's line "hot like soup," I really like his execution of the dance move at that part is very good and satisfying to watch. I guess you're not familiar with it.
Familiar with it. I like had to focus, like I had to make sure that I focused on that part when you had first brought up the hot like soup line, to like realize that he's saying hot like soup. And so like I think that has become my focus of that part. Like I missed the dance, I guess, because like I trained my focus already onto one aspect, and the aspect is that he's saying hot like soup.
Okay, well, I guess that I don't really have anything else to say about ISTJ, the song. Do you?
I don't think so. I could say something hot, spicy take about NCT Dream in general, but I probably shouldn't.
You can just say it, because I will take the heat on behalf of the community of NCT Dream fans.
Oh, well, it's something good about NCT Dream. It's just not good about somebody else.
Oh.
Okay, I'll say it. Fine. You forced my hand. Pardon the spice, but I feel like now that you've brought up how, because I thought it before, I guess, but then I kind of forgot about it, how this song is kind of like NCT 127 songs. But it made me think that NCT Dream is kind of like the more palatable version of like NCT music as a whole. Like I feel like it has similar sounds. Like NCT 127 and NCT Dream can make similar sounds of songs, similar genres and everything. But like NCT Dream tends to have like a little less going on. You know, it's a little mellower and overall, like with how many different sounds are going on or how many beats are happening, things like that.
Okay, I understand where you're coming from with that. Like, I really do. NCT 127, or like even some of the subunits, they all have a vibe about them. And so, yeah, Dream does, like, they seem to have more of, like, a K-pop style.
Yeah. It's like a little less extreme.
Yeah, like, yeah, they definitely, like, the other ones definitely have a lot going on sometimes.
More of an acquired taste.
Okay, well, overall, with NCT Dream's comeback, I'll say a couple things if that's all right.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine with me. You have the floor.
Okay, thank you. I will just say that I think that this whole comeback is really good. I've really been liking NCT Dream's content that they've been creating, and I appreciate, I'm never going to, like, you know, get over that they were able to, like, come back like they did, the whole 7 Dream thing, the whole
God.
actually staying as the lineup that they started as. Like, the whole thing is just still, as somebody who was there, like, for a long time, it's just, like, still really good to see. I want to say, though, that I feel like this comeback doesn't really have the vibe of, like, the other more recent eras since probably, like, 7 Dream happened. Like, I feel like it was there with Broken Melodies, though. Maybe it doesn't really feel as grand as the other promotions, probably, like, because they've been really busy, maybe. Like, they had their whole world tour and, like, all the members just keep doing stuff. So it doesn't, like, it feels like focused on Dream. It really does. Like, all the members seem like they're really Dream focused. But it just, like, it feels like there's so much going on, I guess, that it's hard to, like, the comeback kind of seems like it happened so fast. Like, I can't believe it's basically done already.
Okay. Well, it must have been so good that it just flew right by.
Maybe. It was, like, sad that HYUNGWON wasn't there for some of it, and the whole Inkigayo stage, they pulled, like, what BTS did for Suga, and they just had his audio going with the empty spaces during the dance. That's, like, always, like, sad to see, but, like, it's sad that that keeps happening with NCT Dream. Like, during Beatbox last year, the promo got delayed because people were getting sick and stuff like that, and so I just wish that it could have been, like, you know, a full promo without anybody having to deal with anything negative. But, you know, overall, I'm really glad that they came back with another full album. I just hope that the members actually get a chance to, like, have some time if they need it. So I'm glad that they let the members take time for now. Yeah, I thought it was good overall. We should probably move on now before I get too carried away. I've already gotten carried away with NCT Dream, but let's move on.
Wait, I have to say one more thing. It's completely irrelevant. I just noticed that in one of the stages, Jaemin had one blue eye and one not blue eye. And also just so happened in the stage, the end, like, they showed him at the end, he was ending fairy. I was like, is that what's going on? And it was. And it just so happened that before that, the stage that I had watched of EXO Cream Soda, Baekhyun, that's his name, right? Baekhyun? Yeah. He had one blue eye and one not blue eye, and he was the ending fairy. And so I was just kind of like, okay, is just everyone in SM gonna do this now? That's all. I told you it was irrelevant, but...
Okay, well, let's move on to Pentagon.
Whoa, Pentagon had a comeback? Oh my god, it's been 500 days.
They didn't have a comeback. They actually did announce that they will be having a Japanese comeback in August, but Yenon is not going to be in it according to the poster, like, image that they released, which is unfortunate. But Hui from Pentagon released a song called Whale.
Woo!
Would you like to talk about it?
Whale of a tale, I'll tell you, lad. Whale of a tale or two. Okay, sorry. Whale by Hui. So everybody knows how big of a Hui fan I am, right?
Yeah.
Everybody knows this, okay? And did he sound great? Yes, he did. But
oh no,
I just thought that the song was a little repetitive.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I'll say it. I think part of it, because there's another like song that I'm going to talk about, or like songs and later that I'm going to say maybe also sounded a little bit repetitive. And I think it comes from being so used to listening to songs with so many people, and especially like having a mixture of rap in, it helps break up the length of the song to seem shorter, I think, because there's so much diversity. But if it's just one person singing the song the whole time, it might just in general sound a bit more repetitive in that sense. So it's not even just the lyrics, because the lyrics can be repetitive for the other songs, but it's like a different person sings it the next time.
Okay.
You know, but now with this, it's like one person singing the whole thing the whole way through, no really like rap part or anything. So yeah, it was a little bit repetitive to me, but it might have just been the nature of, you know, the solo song. And also, like, Hui still did sound really good. Like, it doesn't mean it sounded bad. He has a good voice, so it sounded great.
I really liked it. I thought it was really good. That's, you know, what's to be expected from Hui and Pentagon in general. I wish, like, it was more than what it was. Like, it wasn't even, like, a real sort of release that they're going to promote or really do anything with. Like the music video, there was a video, but it was kind of like a clip, like to have something there, like, but it wasn't like this is the Whale music video,
right? Yeah, like it's not even like it's not like Juhani doing his solo debut, you know, like it's a solo song from Hui, but it's just kind of like there, like it exists.
Yeah. So I really like the vibes of it. I just wish it like that there was more for it. Still waiting for a Pentagon full member Korean comeback.
Oh god.
Like the Japanese comeback is going to be good probably because it's still Pentagon, and like, you know, their Japanese songs are really good too, but they're probably not going to be able to do much promotions with it like they would if they were going on music shows. Yeah. So it's just sad. Let's just, you know, hope for the best for Pentagon. Stan Pentagon.
Pentagon!
Okay, I will let you intro this next comeback that happened, or this debut, if you will, that happened in July.
Well, you know I've been waiting for this one for months now. It is finally time for the SHOWNU HYUNGWON MONSTA X subunit debut.
Wow.
Woo, 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 woo. So yeah, it happened.
It happened. What did you think about it?
Well, when I first heard SHOWNU HYUNGWON subunit, I was like, really? What the heck? Like, I don't even know. I guess I don't know what I would have thought of a MONSTA X subunit, like who it would have been or anything. But in the past, HYUNGWON, I never would have considered that he would be mirroring SHOWNU in this way.
Yeah. It's surprising, honestly.
It's very surprising. Like in the past, like 1 or 2 years, I would have started to believe it. But like previously, like no, there's no way. Like that was not, I didn't know that would be HYUNGWON's vibe. Like that's not his, no. But, and so yeah, I do say mirroring SHOWNU because I do kind of feel like this takes the most sort of vibe inspiration from SHOWNU. I mean, maybe, I guess if you would listen to the songs that HYUNGWON has worked on, maybe it has a lot of vibes of that. but I just get from the dance a lot of SHOWNU's vibes. If he were to do like dance covers or stuff like that, the choreography is very, very much so inspired by SHOWNU, I think. So yeah, their title track, Love Me a Little. Why don't you tell us what you thought about that, Naomiee?
Okay. I thought that it was good. I really enjoy it overall, and I think that it has EXO vibes, but even more so, this song in particular sounds like Taeyeon, Four Seasons. I don't know if you're familiar with that song or if you listened to it since I said that it sounds like that to me, but I really think that it has those vibes. And I really like that song, so that's a good thing.
Oh, okay. I do still need to listen to that to compare, because I'm curious. I do want to know. I don't really get the EXO vibes even that you're getting, but I think it's just I get so much SHOWNU from it, and I get like it still feels like MONSTA X to me, but like MONSTA X's songs that would be a little bit more like that. I really enjoyed it. I think if it were other people and therefore ended up having other choreography and like it was other people singing it, I don't think I really would have cared about the song as much. But I do really like SHOWNU's voice, and HYUNGWON, obviously, let's not discredit HYUNGWON, like he did a great job as well. But yeah, I think they did a great job, and I really I think the dancing adds a lot to it. Like when you see the dance moves, like it just, I feel like it makes the song more interesting when you watch the dancing with it. I like how they have like they have like a similar dance move that they had in Shine Forever. I call it the mime balloon dance move. And like maybe there's some other similarities like of choreography, I'm not sure, but that's like a pretty unique dance move. I don't feel like I really see that often. So I like that. I like the song. I think it's just really like chill and low key and vibey, but in an interesting way. It's not boring.
Can I say that I wanted the video and like the overall concept to be more like the trailer, though, like the thing with all the cameras.
Yeah. Well, I don't remember a thing with cameras. I remember a thing with like microscopes or something. Am I crazy?
I thought it had like surveillance cameras and like microscopes or something.
Probably did then. Yeah, like there wasn't really, I mean, there was a concept to the music video, but there weren't very many props. It was more scenes.
Yeah. Like the album is called The Unseen. And like when I saw that trailer, whatever they called it, I was like, oh, this is going to be really good. Like, it is good, but, like, I thought it was going to have more of, like, a story or, like, a concept, like...
Yeah, like, more unseen. It was like, oh, microscopic things, or, oh, like, security camera footage. Like, it didn't have anything like that to tie in the unseen vibe, really.
Yeah.
Also, before I forget, because I almost forgot, HYUNGWON... with the dance break? Are you kidding me? I could not believe that they were doing a dance break that was just like gonna be SHOWNU and HYUNGWON. Like, boom, they're just doing a dance break. I don't know why I didn't know any of these things about HYUNGWON.
You weren't
but I didn't,
paying enough attention.
I wasn't paying enough attention. Well, to be fair, do they kind of not give him as much?
Oh, yeah.
They just don't give him the opportunities. So yeah, really nice chance for HYUNGWON to just show everyone, hey, you know what? I'm here too, and I am like also killing it.
Yeah. I want to say, I think that I was also kind of expecting like more like, I don't know, it makes it sound like I was like, oh, really disappointed or something. But like just MONSTA X, the music video storylines that they have are generally really good. Like I'm a big fan of MONSTA X music videos.
They're quite involved.
Yeah, they're really like, I like the story and like the lore kind of aspect to them. So I thought it was going to be to that level, and like who knows, maybe it is, but this is like the start, so they kind of want to like start a series, but I mean it's probably not going to be anytime soon. So overall I actually really enjoyed the whole album too. I did listen to it and I thought it was good. I think that they did a great job.
Yeah, I think for the most part, the songs, at least at this point to me, they do sound pretty similar. But like I like that there's overall a very cohesive sound to the album. But I was having a little bit of trouble to like continue to remember each song individually. But
I like how much HYUNGWON was actually involved too with the songs.
Yeah, that's always nice to see. I was re-listening to the songs a couple of times because I had remembered when I listened to them the first time, I was like, oh, I really like this one, but I didn't remember which one it was. And I kind of still don't really know for sure. I think it might be Roll With Me. It would be like my favorite besides the title track. I really like the beginning where SHOWNU says, I have everything, the money and the fame, because I'm like, that's so not something that SHOWNU would ever say. So it's really funny because like when Suga says that in No More Dream, big cars, big rings, whatever, that is his energy, that is his vibe, but SHOWNU would never say that. Like he does not have that vibe at all. So I think it's really funny when he says that at the beginning. And I just like the I like the vibes and the beat of that song. And also Love Therapy I kind of liked a lot.
Oh yeah, I think I remember liking that one. I don't remember them enough, but yeah.
I will say that Roll With Me seemed a bit haunting, but I actually thought that was nice. And it kind of, this song, Roll With Me, and one of ITZY's songs we'll talk about later, I think remind me of, I think her name is Bella Porch. Maybe that's not her last name. I can never remember it because it's spelled kind of different. That she makes music and her songs are kind of haunting sounding. Like they have like doll vibes, like Pretty Little Liars sort of haunting.
Oh, okay.
I think this song sounds like that and one of ITZY's. So I just thought it was interesting because on one of ITZY's last albums, I thought one of their songs sounded like her music as well. But yeah, I thought that, and Love Therapy, I liked the like undertones of like raw sort of sounds. It was giving me like Blue Flame trombone vibes.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I'm not too familiar with Bella Porch. If you are a fan of her and you're listening, I just know of her songs like briefly because I knew that Valkyrie was in them. The music videos, not the songs. Well, then speaking of ITZY, now that I brought it up, let's talk about the ITZY comeback that happened today. Yes, today. We always like to do a little disclaimer when we talk about something very like soon, because you guys will have, had a little bit more time to see some content released, but we like only had a limited supply of things to look at and hear.
Right. So they released their 7th EP, and they released 3 music videos, and their title track is Cake. So would you like to start with the title track, or would you like to start with the first music video they released?
I think we should start at the very beginning. It's a very good place to start.
Okay. So Bet On Me. They released a music video for this, and I will start by saying that I really love this one. I love the video. I love the song. I hope that they perform it. They probably will. And I just think it's really good.
I thought since the first time hearing it and watching the music video that I thought it was a little like I was waiting for there to be something more. just a little bit like not enough. Like I wasn't getting enough from it. And I've since listened to it more and more times, and I still feel that way about it. But I do like it, but like I just do also wish that it just gave a little switch up, a little something extra. And when I realized though that it was like the intro song, like not the intro necessarily, but the first song, that makes it a little better to me. To be like, oh, okay, I get that it's not like super like boom right out of the gate if it's going to be like the first song on the album. It sort of can build up the next songs.
Okay.
So like I get that. But as a standalone, I was kind of just like, but I wanted something more to happen in the video and the song.
That's like surprising. I feel like I'm kind of like, I was surprised to see that it was the first song. And I think that it is very like, I feel like there's so much going on, even though it's done in like a simple, like it's kind of, there's no big change or something in the music video, but
it's nuanced maybe.
Yeah, maybe. But I think it's really good, and like it reminds me of BTS like Run and I Need You era, like the way that the video looks aesthetically and like generally the vibe of it reminds me of that era. So I think it's really good.
I think I like the aesthetics of all three of the music videos.
Okay, so let's talk about the second music video that they released then, which was None of My Business. That's the title.
It sounded like it was none of your business. May I?
Yes.
I really like this one. I think has a very old school sound, but also a very ITZY sound. It still seems very like fun and lively to me, whilst being old school. Sometimes I think old school things sound a little too drab, like a little bit more like smooth R&B vibes, but this is still got like some pep to it. And I think the dancing as well that they did is like very old school inspired, like early NSYNC Britney Spears sort of vibes, but also very ITZY with all of the different like sort of fancy hand motions that they're doing. So I liked that, and I think it's really catchy and really boppy and fun.
Okay, I agree. Like I think that this one's really good too. It's like maybe not like my favorite sound, but I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think it's catchy, like it's been stuck in my head since it came out. I enjoy the choreography for it, and I'm glad that they put out a performance video as well as the music video. And yeah, I think it's good. I'm like, I think what they did with it is a good level of, doing stuff with it. And I feel like they'll probably perform this one too, maybe. They have a video for it and choreography, so I could see them doing this one like they did Swipe.
It is kind of a similar sort of chill vibe that Swipe is, isn't it?
Yeah.
You keep bringing up things that I completely forgot about. I love Swipe.
Yeah.
I wish they had done Swipe so many more times than they did. There's like 2 pieces of content for me to look at for Swipe, and I like that one better than
There's not.
There's so little. What do you mean?
There's like a performance video, a music video, stage performances.
But the
like
stage
they did
performances
that so
had ugly outfits or something. I don't remember. I had some problem with it, so I would always go back to the I don't know. There was something weird, and so it always only felt like there was one thing I would watch of it. But yeah, I like this one much better than Bet on Me. But both of them so far good. Like they're both wins, I think. And then we move on to the next one.
Okay. The next one is Cake, which I said is the title track. So, should I start with this one?
Why don't you start?
Okay. I'm going to say right off the bat, it reminds me of Not Shy. Can I say that?
You can say that.
Okay. Like, not a bad thing or anything. I like Not Shy, but it's just like I'm just pointing out that it really does remind me of that in terms of sound. I really love the dance. Do you love the dance? Because I love the dance. I feel like it could be something that you could be like, it could bother you or something, like the movements, but I really enjoy it.
I can't actually bring it to mind right now, even though I've watched it at least like 5 times. Probably I've seen it today. But I definitely was not bothered by it. I know I definitely do like a dance move at one part. Like there's a part where Ryujin starts dancing and I like the vibes that it gives. So I think overall I probably liked the dance. Yeah.
Okay. Like, I think ITZY dances always have such a distinct style.
Exactly.
And like each member always executes the moves so well. Like all of ITZY's choreographies, I think they just always really flow and they're like really catchy. Like I can always remember them. I always want to follow them. I just think that their choreography is so ITZY.
And you know what? Let's talk about that just for one quick second.
Okay.
Now that I think about it, ITZY, because I was saying that it was old school hip hop sort of dancing, but also very ITZY. And then you brought up Not Shy. And I was like, because I was thinking, yeah, you know, all of their dances are very ITZY, but Not Shy sort of, it has a bit of a, you know, like a bit of a square dancing Western vibe to the dance, but still very ITZY. And then Mafia in the Morning, like that era, very snappy, very like sharp movements, but also very ITZY. And they were all executed really well. Like it's all really nice choreography, I think, just to like go with the songs.
Yeah.
But it's all themed to the songs, but also still themed to ITZY. Like I feel like they must do it's very nuanced. They do a really good job at like having the choreography fit so nicely with the concept, but also still seem like them.
Yeah. Like, and it's just so satisfying to watch. And so I really like the cake choreography, and by that, like, I already said that I like the choreography for the song, but now I literally mean like when they take the cake and like
take the cake.
like
the
pieces of cake and like the eating the cake type moves that they do. Like, it's really good. I like it.
I think that went straight over my head. I must have been looking at their clothes too much.
Well, you can go ahead and share your thoughts on the song.
I really don't know if I like this song or if I think it's annoying. I'm pretty sure I like it. When I first heard the little like teaser section, I wasn't sure if I would think it was annoying or if I would like it. And then when I was hearing it for the first time, I was like, oh yeah, maybe I don't really like this very much. But I think, especially since you reminded me of Not Shy and how it's kind of similar to that, I think I at first thought that Not Shy was annoying. But it is such a bop. Like, I love Not Shy. And so I think that this is that same situation. The cake part, while it is maybe a little bit something you would be like, oh, this is annoying, it's actually too, like, becomes too much of a bop and or too, like, iconic. That's a word, right?
Yeah.
That it doesn't become annoying, I think.
Like, it's so catchy that it's like you want to just sing the cake part like you just did.
Yeah. So I think so far I'm pretty sure I'm quite enjoying it, even though I wasn't sure if I was. I think I am. And I like I thought the music video was really kind of weird.
Yeah, I thought it was weird. Like, some of the imagery was a little dramatic for like a song called Cake.
Yeah, it was pretty weird. But I think anyway, like, it works. Like, I like it. I enjoy it. Like, okay. I can't put my finger on it much more than it's just like it's been a positive experience for me overall, I think, and I am enjoying it.
Okay. Well, I didn't really want to say too much about the actual songs because I would like to do a track by track on this album as well. But I know you want to talk about the songs a little bit, and so anything else that you have to say? What would you like to say?
Okay, now I don't have much, and it may be a bit simple, but I did just want to say one of the things that I've really liked about these first 3 songs that they have the music videos for, Bet On Me, None of My Business, and Cake, is the energy that they're giving to us lyrically about Bet On Me. They're saying, you know, like, I'm gonna continue to believe in myself even if you guys don't like me. And then None of My Business is saying, like, if you want to hate me and you don't care, then whatever, it's none of my business. I'm just gonna keep doing what I do. And then Cake is like, it's a piece of cake for you to like literally stop caring about me. Like, if you don't like what I'm doing, then it's super easy to just literally leave me alone. And I'm like, I am so here for that, because they have gotten so much unnecessary and unwarranted hate. I'm pretty sure it was just a trend to hate ITZY. And so they literally came back, all 3 of their songs. You can like feel that energy of them being like, you know, literally keep hating us for no reason. And like, we don't care. We're not going to listen. And this is like what you're doing is so easy to literally stop doing. Like, it's a piece of cake to literally stop.
Yeah. I just will say for a moment, I didn't ever understand the whole like sneakers thing. I liked that song. I thought it was a good comeback. I wasn't ever even actually like, I didn't see all the people disliking it. I only knew because you told me that seemed to be the consensus, is that people didn't care for that. But I wasn't like, I was so just like, okay, it's time to, you know, do the sneakers dance, listen to sneakers, gotta put my sneakers on. Like, I liked that comeback. So I really, it all just, I kind of missed that. And so it's a little bit like, you know, their comeback this time is so heavily focused on like, you know, those kinds of those kinds of messages. So it's a little like, I don't really like know because I didn't see. But yeah, I liked everything so far. The only times that I wasn't sure about ITZY and their concept was literally like the debut and the first comeback, but that's because they were so new and I wasn't used to them or their concept. But like, ever since that, I was like, yeah, ITZY.
Yeah, I've literally liked every single comeback that they've had. Said like the first 2 songs when I refused to listen to them because I was afraid that they were going to be too much like Twice. But every time they've come back, I've always liked their songs. I do have a little bit of a conspiracy theory, if we want to go that route, for fun times. I did think for a moment, I was like, oh my God, you know what? I wouldn't put it past him. Like, what if, because everyone talks about how terribly JYP treats ITZY, and obviously the majority of the reason that I like knew of and heard of people hating ITZY stuff was because I literally just tried to like search their YouTube video, and it shows up a whole bunch of people's reaction videos, and every single one of them would always seem so negative. And I still reaction videos, shorts, all kinds of things get shown to me, like, and I don't click on them, but I can see through the title and stuff that they sound like it's people like basically, you know, hating on ITZY, bullying ITZY. And yeah, so like, it's clearly in that realm of, you know, the internet that they're getting hated on. And I thought, you know what, I wouldn't put it past him. What if JYP literally paid people to do negative, you know, bad stuff like that for ITZY, just so that they could then come back with all of these songs, because they're so fitting, like, you know, they have this concept. And he was like, well, they can't have this concept, or it would be better if they had this concept if they actually experienced the comeback before.
Wow. That's horrible, like, for somebody in a company to do that, but I absolutely would believe a company doing that.
You could totally do it. So Whether that happened or not, I don't know. But then it would be like, the general public liked the ITZY stuff, but he paid like, people to publicly talk about it in a negative light. But that's just for fun, not like I think this is what happened.
It's not fun to spread hate.
I'm not spreading hate.
I know. But like you're saying that's a fun conspiracy, but like you don't mean it's fun that what the
fun
idea
to spread hate on JYP?
You're not saying that it's fun to like what your conspiracy is about. You're saying it's like your conspiracy that you're saying is like
it's just fun.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's just fun to think about the different possibilities of like what could have happened to make something come about.
Okay.
Like it's just fun to wonder.
Okay.
I just will say real quick about the other songs on the album. I think that Bratty, I liked. I don't really remember what I had to say about it besides that it's once again really old school vibes. But Kill Shot was the one that I was really like looking forward to hearing when I heard the album spoiler. And then when it started, I was actually concerned that I might not like it anymore. I think the beginning maybe is a little slow, but then once it gets to the part that Ryujin starts in the spoiler, I really like it. I think it's very Monsta X vibes when I actually realized it. And so it's really fun. And Psychic Lover, I think I thought was actually my least favorite of the.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know why. I like them all. I honestly really like them all. But I kind of felt like it was maybe the least like had something about it. But this is the one that I was talking about that I think also sounds a little bit like a Bella Porch song.
Oh.
Maybe a little haunting or doll-like.
Well, that's surprising.
I mean, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm getting a mixed up.
Maybe
I don't know.
I am a mess.
Maybe I'm crazy. But also, I thought that the part, I don't remember how it goes. It sounds like ZB1 song.
Okay.
Like it's like ooh, ooh or something. Like it's not words.
Okay, like I know the part in the song. I guess that goes like that. I can't think of what ZB1 song though.
I think it might be In Bloom.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
sure. But I was like, wow, this sounds a lot like that. Oh, and Batty, Kill Shot, Psychic Lover. One of those three, the starting of it, or no, it's the Monsta X song. This is the thing that I was concerned about before we were getting started today. I've put so many new songs in my brain at once that I was getting a bit overwhelmed. So pardon me for struggling to keep them all straight a little bit. But there definitely was one song we listened to today that starts like a Blackpink song.
Oh, okay.
One of the new Blackpink songs. But I can't remember which one.
Okay.
I think that's all I had to say about ITZY.
Okay. I'll just say that I really liked Psychic Lover when I heard the spoiler, so I'm just like surprised that you'd say that's probably your least favorite.
But I still liked it.
Okay. I really liked this comeback. I'm glad that they're like they had 3 music videos. They have 2 performance videos so far, I think, right? And so, yeah. We obviously, it's so new, so we haven't seen any like comeback stages yet. But I really like all the songs, and I think everybody's hair colors look good. And yeah, like I really like the choreographies for all the songs that I've seen, and we kept mentioning the album spoiler, and I really recommend watching that, even though like the album is already out now. It's like just really good. Like they do dance like choreography to each of the songs for a small amount of time.
Yeah, it's really good. And also, can I just say I really liked, because I said I liked the styling in all of the music videos so far. And I really liked their styling in Cake as well, obviously. But I think my favorite outfits from Cake were the ones that you could see the least often.
I feel like that's often the case.
The ones where like you can barely see it, but Ryujin's jeans have like rainbow like like rainbow distress
Oh.
going all the way down them.
Oh, wow.
And it's like the rainbow colors that I like. And it's just really, it's the outfit that she's wearing that has the big round neck.
Yeah. That, you know, I feel like she is one of the only people who could pull that off.
They put her in a lot of weird stuff, but she never looks like offensive.
Yeah. Well, that would be all of the July K-pop comebacks that we have to talk about today. So it's about time that we're finally going to wrap things up. If you liked this episode, you can go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe to the BlushCat channel on YouTube and turn on notifications. And why don't you go ahead, all you Meowers, you can leave a comment and share your favorite comeback from July. You can share your favorite title track if you want. Just whatever you've been enjoying that was released. And yeah.
I think July turned out to be a pretty great month for comebacks this time around.
Yeah, there was actually a lot going on, and I thought they were all pretty good from the ones that we talked about. We did already talk about Zero Base One, in case you are a concerned Zeros wondering why we didn't talk about Zero Base One. We did talk about their debut in episode 16, and I actually did a track by track episode 2 of that. I talked about each song from their album, so you can check that out if you're curious to know our thoughts on their debut. Now, I would also like to direct all of you Meowers' attention to the new K-pop playlist that is available on our Spotify page, and that is the K-pop songs you can race to playlist that Devin talked about in episode 6 of the BlushCat podcast. That's now available, so you can go ahead and follow that if you're interested.
But that I had very, very little input and contribution towards. It was basically just an idea.
Yeah, because of, like, you know, I talked about the vibes from some of the songs that we talked about in that episode, and it kind of just turned into that.
It's a fun one, though. You should go check it out while you're playing, you know, PGR, whatever number they're on now.
Okay, and also, if you didn't already see the July Meower Monthly, you can go ahead and check that out on Instagram and, you know.
The other social media platform that is more for text-based posting, not image-based posting.
Yeah. So that's it.
Thank you so much for listening.
This has been Naomiee.
And me. Bye.
Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow.